Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2, the second day of Melo Worldwide. I have been given the task to interview every single person of for Star Cage before the season ends, because I'm not doing that before Star Cage. I got to get in a grind mode.
Yes, sir.
I just got confirmed for a match against Damian Saint as of right now. I'm still waiting to see if Antonio wants to get the Tesla. But today, I told y'all my episode against Brute. Hope y'all watch that. Thumbs up and subscribe. Today, my episode will be with none other than the Northeastern Championship, Ty Remedy.
Thank you. That's not. Thank you. Oh, it's kind of actually. Let me close that door.
Close that door. It's getting a little chilly. We're in New York, September, October. It starts to get. But we're still wrestling for y'all. It's probably gonna be like 30 degrees October 15th. Hello. Speaking of October 15th, let's start with that. So, you win at Clash at the Castle, or Cash in the Case. You win double champ. First ever superstar in RSW history to win the RSW World Champion in the Northeastern. You do that by climbing the ladder after powerbombing none other than Damian Saint, who it's him. The energy, everyone's going crazy. Tears are in the eyes of fans. It is a moment unlike any other. Then Dae Young comes out and seizes an opportunity that many of us would seize if given. You were just stuck with the Northeastern.
Yep.
You make prestige to the Northeastern. And as soon as you feel like the ship is about to start going, it's about to take off, you're about to elevate, Drift comes and takes your belt. Once you get it back because of Brute, then he takes it again. And if it wasn't for this replica, we wouldn't be able to even have this belt on because Drift hasn't showed, and he still has the belt. So thank for the board of directors for giving us this replica, but Drift will more than likely walk in with the champion, but he's not walking in as the champion. So how are you going to go into Star Cage knowing that as of right now Drift is winning the mind games, and you've seen Drift in an element unlike no other in a ladder match where it was the first ever and he was doing a bunch of shit that we've never seen. So walking into Star Cage knowing that the mind games are being won by Drift, how do you rebound from that?
For first, I don't understand why Drift is coming after me again. I already know. Obviously, everybody knows I beat him. In the first ever ladder match, world title ladder match at Heatwave. I beat him. I don't understand. Like, there's no logical reason in my head. I'm trying to make everything in my head make sense. Like, why not go after the big title after you just lost your match in the big title? Why not go after that? Why come back after?
So are you starting to think that it's a personal vendetta?
It has to be. I had nothing but the utmost respect for Drift. Kayfabe out the window. That's my kid, you know. But it's like once the cameras start rolling,
he becomes a different person.
Yeah, it's like a different person.
It's like a rebellious teenager.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't know if it's like a act in front of the fans or the locker room or what, but
I have worked, I have trained, I have traveled, I have fought, I have anything remotely close to wrestling with Drift, I have done. I have tag teamed with him. I have worked against him. I was there when he first came in as a 12-year-old. And I can tell you, I've never seen the look in his eye that I've seen when he turned on me. It was like this is my world now. Like, this is my show. That was his moment where it was like, shit, this kid's not no fucking pushover no more. He's not just a high flyer. He's not just a resident bump boy anymore. He is what I have feared that he will become for a long time. And he has put RSW on a notice that he's confident enough to challenge you at the biggest stage of them all, Starcade Mania. Undoubtedly one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest in RSW. And you come back from a broken arm and you decide to fight that. I don't think
like that's why I'm like I'm really trying to put it in my head like what's going on.
I don't
in his
think
mind.
Drift. I don't think we're ready for what Drift has at Starcade. And I will say this as of right now to you as a warning. Drift is coming with something. I feel it. I have worked with him for many months. I have studied with the kid. I have shown him everything I know. And he's using that but in a better version. So you think of me when we fought at, what was it? Easter Slam, was it? Odds were stacked against you, but you still came on top. The mind games were in my favor, but you still came out on top. Think of it as that. Drift is the next big thing, and you can either at Starcade Mania practically save RSW and put him out. But with you doing that, any chance of rebounding and building something again with that kid will be over. Because you will have to do whatever it takes to take him out. So my next question to you is, are you ready? Are you mentally prepared to, if it comes down to it, putting him down? Where the lights shine the brightest, will you, Ty Remedy, put down Drift?
Yes. Yes, because going into Starcade, I'm not looking at Drift as a kid. I'm not looking at him as a teenager. I'm looking at him as a man. Standing face to face with another man. And at Starcade Mania, I'm gonna beat him like a man.
So, my next question to you is, every pay-per-view you have walked into, every show you have walked into, every event you have walked into, you have been the crowd favorite. You have worked with the support of the fans, and it has brought you success. Besides Battlefield, which was a 4-4, you have had, if not the best record at pay-per-view. Let's say Drift comes in and wins the crowd over. Drift it just did something, the crowd was going crazy. They're chanting Drift, Drift, Drift. Your whole reign as world champion and now Northeastern, it has been heavily supported by the supporting cast of RSW. What would you do if everything you've had help you turns on you in that moment? Because one thing about wrestling fans is they are picky and choosy. They will turn on you, and it will be gruesome. And my question to you, what would you resort to? Drift's got the mind games, and now he's got the fans.
See, I love my fans. I love my fans dearly. I'm glad they support me. With Starcade, I'm not worried about the fans. I mean, I'm a 230-pound high. I mean, Drift does something, I'm gonna do something better, whether the fans like it or not. You know, I want to retain my championship and go into the next season of RSPW as the Northeastern champion.
You mentioned 230-pound highlight reel, and I look at wrestling a lot like MMA. I look at wrestling a lot like boxing. I look at wrestling a lot like any combat sport. Anyone who doesn't respect that, come fight me in a wrestling ring. But it only takes one one good shot. And either Drift's miracle run can be over or your run can be over. And you proved that in the match that will be uploaded soon, me versus you. I took caution to the wind, went for my tope, and you caught me. And after that, it looked like the match was in your favor. Drift has a lot of similar styles as me, and you have my number unlike anybody else. You've beaten me on my best day, you've beaten me on my greatest day. Do you think Drift is going to come with something different? Do you think he's going to show a different side of him? Do you think that if he goes high risk, do you think you will be able to hit that one shot? Just the one shot. It can be a lucky shot, it can be a skilled shot. Do you think you have what it takes to hit that one shot against the Prodigy Drift?
Okay, kayfabe out the window. The fans might not know, but Drift broke his arm practicing for a match that was supposed to happen later on that week, I think.
He was supposed to be in the Cash in the Case.
Cash in the Case, yes. He was doing a move off the ladder, broke his arm. I had nothing but sympathy. I think that's going to get in his head just a little bit, just enough.
Walking into the match, I don't think he thinks that you are going to do what you're going to do.
No,
obviously
not.
I think he's playing with your heart right now.
See, and that's what a lot. I think what a lot of people hear.
Kindness as weakness.
Yes, they take my kindness as weakness.
And I will be the first to admit to you, our little stint, the first time we ever did it. Walking into our matches, seeing you outside of wrestling, seeing you inside of wrestling, the way you're built doesn't fit the way you act.
Hell no.
You're a 230-pound man who can do a backflip. You're a 230-pound man who can pick up another 230-pound man and flip him like a pancake. But I've seen you show mercy in matches, and I've also seen you show no mercy in matches. So I think this is going to be one of those matches where this will stick with you for the rest of your life. You will be 30 years down the line, already main events at WrestleMania, already done a bunch of shit. You will think about tormenting, destroying Drift for the rest of your life. And that will create a whole nother saga of thoughts, because you will get satisfaction out of it because of what he's done to you. Picking you out of anybody when you thought there was a friendship there. He has now broke any barrier of respect, Sean. He may have not disrespected you using his voice, but he's disrespecting you by looking past you. And you are not one for disrespect. So, we're going to steer away from
Drift.
Star Cage, because I feel the tension's rising, and...
Hold on. Drift. I'm giving you one last chance to back out. Because I'm not showing mercy.
You know, Ty Remedy, I want you to look me in my eyes when I say this. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. As someone who has grown with you wrestling-wise, I don't think you have what it takes to put Drift down. That kid's coming with something. And I think skill-wise, you have the advantage. But mentality-wise, you're not ready for what will come after hurting that kid. After brutalizing him. I don't think you're ready for that. And I say that wholeheartedly. I say that as being someone who has grown with both of you. I think if anyone needs to back out of that match, it's got to be you.
Really?
Yes.
You know what I'm capable of. first.
I know what you're capable of skill-wise. You are the guy in RSPW.
You don't think I have the mentality?
I don't think you have the mentality to put down a 15-year-old in front of people.
Carmelo, I had a mentality when I beat you for that title 1 week after surgery. I have the mentality. Don't ever doubt my mentality. I knew it was a bad idea coming here in the first place, and I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. But I think I'm going to walk away before this gets physical and I end up hurting you. Respectfully.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was our second ever episode of Melo Worldwide, and it took a turn for the worst. And with that being said, my guest on my third episode will be none other than the Prodigy Drift. And he is going to confirm his match at Starcade. And he is going to give Ty Remedy one last chance to back out of Starcade. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tensions rose a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're still here. We're still balling. We're still being prime time. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Episode 3 will be out soon. Thank you guys for watching.